Hello, my name is Dr. Chan. I'm Dean of Admissions here at the University of Utah School of Medicine. Today I'm going to walk you through some specific steps when you apply to medical school. All right, so the first step is MCAS. That's American Medical College Application Service. This is the mothership. It's a centralized medical school application processing service. So when you apply to medical school, you apply through MCAS. We consider that the primary application. Now when you apply, it's going to give you a space to do your personal comment. This is your primary essay. This is blank with 5,300 character limit. They don't give you a prompt. It just is a blank slate for you to write. The vast majority of people write about why they want to be a doctor, why medicine, and who they are. Another part of MCAS is there's an experience section. Now these are 15 different slots, and you can talk about previous experiences you've had in the past, be it community service, leadership, physician shadowing, research, patient exposure, hobbies, extracurricular activities. This is very, very, very valuable real estate. I cannot emphasize that enough. You should strive to take and use all 15. It's almost the kiss of death if you only use 5 out of the 15, okay? You should be anxiously engaged in the surrounding community, doing various types of healthcare activities to fill out all 15. Now, of those 15, MCAS gives you the ability to pick 3 that are most meaningful, and you can describe why they're most meaningful. Again, very valuable real estate. It looks strange to admission committee members when people use 1 out of 15. Did they not think these other 14 were also most meaningful in some way? So try to find the 3 that are most meaningful. All right, Amazon analogy. So when you apply, you fill it out. Your first application costs $160, and then when you start, going back to Amazon, clicking the checkout bin, I want to apply to this med school in Wisconsin, Washington, Utah, Arizona, that bin will grow and grow. Each subsequent med school you apply to is $38, okay? So going back to previous discussions I have, you should really be applying between 15 and 25 schools. So the second step, the mothership. The mothership transmits the information to us. We download it from MCAS, because an applicant indicated, oh, I want to apply to University of Utah. That gives us permission to download that application from MCAS. So because thousands of people are applying to med school, most medical schools automatically send out a secondary app right back to you, all right? Like a reflex. Like there's a picture there of a reflex hammer hitting the knee. Patellar inflex, boosh, just bursts out, okay? So my recommendation for you is, it is your responsibility as an applicant to do your due diligence, do your research ahead of time before you fill out the secondary application. There are certain states in this country that clearly, none of us discriminate on race, gender, ethnicity, religion, politics, socioeconomic status, veteran status, things like that. We cannot discriminate on those areas. We will strongly discriminate based on residency status, okay? So for example, if you're a Montana resident, does a medical school in Alabama, do they give preference to Alabama residents? Okay, it is up to you to kind of figure that out, because if Alabama sends you a medical school secondary app, if you just cut them a check for $150, write a couple more essays, and then you're rejected within a week, and then you find out like, oh, actually Alabama never takes out-of-state residents, that's on you to figure that out, okay? So certain schools have MCAT and GPA cutoffs you should look into, and certain states have really strong residency requirements. All right, so for our med school, we send out secondary apps, we invite you to fill it out, and we ask for another $100, all right? What's that $100 go towards? You're essentially paying for a thorough and detailed review of your application, and basically it's sort of an intelligence test if you can follow instructions to a certain extent, okay? Based on this review, you're eligible for further consideration, all right? So I remember very clearly, I'm not gonna tell you the state, I was in California, I was an undergrad, I applied to a bunch of med schools. I was really excited because I started getting these secondary invites to fill out the secondary application. I didn't do my due diligence, and I started cutting checks for more money and taking all this time to write more essays, the secondary essays. And then within a week, I was rejected by half of them. And then I kind of went back, oh, I should have looked and saw that, oh, they actually only take 1% non-residents, and then it's like historically impossible for non-residents of this certain state to get in. So again, it's up to you to do your due diligence and figure that out. All right, so these are kind of the beginning concrete steps on your journey to becoming a doctor, how to fill out your MCAS and secondary application. Look forward to seeing yours. Thank you.